Hi guys, Dave in Texas, and I'm in my shop and I'm looking at a friend of the family and my wife's Carl's guitar. He's an older gentleman that she knows and works with, and he's asked us to do a setup on his guitar and put some new strings on it. Anyway, he's also said that the electronics are a little wonky. Would I take a look at those? And I said, sure, I'd be happy to. So first things first, let's get those old strings off there. And for sure put some linseed oil on those frets. As you know, guys, I cut these about number 12 slot here, so you can see this. All right, get them out of there, so I can wind them back up nice and neat, and throw them away so no one steps on them. I keep harping on that, I know, but some people want to see one video of mine. I want to make sure that's clear what you should do with these things. Especially kids, when you change your strings, don't ever. Now I've got a loose tuner here too. We don't want to ever do, guys, is leave these strings laying around for something to step on. You know? Because that G string can really ruin your day. Especially little nip bits of it. Okay, look, what we got here? We got a little bit of a mess. Got one that's snapped off. Got one that's wrapped around. And I don't want to poke myself with these either. Not dirty, newish looking strings, but he broke the G string, so I gotta get that off there. And put this new set on he wants to try. Let's try a set of Fender strings for acoustic. Which, I don't blame people trying different strings. That's the best thing to do. Find out what you like. And we got another loose tuner here, so we gotta get those taken care of. That's just part of the setup. Make sure that your tuner's in good shape. And if they have the oil spot on, we just put a drop of super lube in there. And get those all out. Right? Put those into a bundle. And get that out of the way. Right? And also I've been told that some of my videos are turning out a little bit too long. Well guys, when I'm doing a refret job, it's going to take a long time. There's going to be 2 or 3 parts to it. And that's about all I can tell you. It just takes a long time to shoot those. Even when you're cutting away, try not to show the redundant stuff. Alright, going to have to use the needle nose, get these out. Pretty sure. Whoopsies. It just takes a little bit of a pinch. Now I'll get these things out of here. Pretty new guitar. Wow, this is going to be a stubborn one. Oh, okay, there you go. Pick that up in a minute. There's one that's broken. Set those aside for now. That came out awful easy. That's not really good. That's not good either. Just hope there's no problems with his pegs. Alright, get those strings out, do the same old twisty routine with those. So no one gets stuck. And a lot of times, what happens in a shop when you're working with a lot of guitars, you'll have, dozens and dozens, hundreds of strings that cut off all guitars. And they'll have some really rusty set come in. And the one thing I tell everybody working around my shop, don't push things down in the trash can. Don't push anything down the trash can at all. If you need more space in the trash can, fine. We'll empty it and get more space. But don't push, because you're bound to get one of those strings in your hand. And just another wise wisdom word type of thing. Anyway guys, here's what I use for the fretboards. I went out and got some more Grumbacher linseed oil. It's a little different bottle, it's less of it. Same price, unfortunately, but less of it. I guess that's how they, increase their profitability. So, let's give this nice fretboard, some good linseed oil, and get it all oiled up. And you can get this stuff at the Hobby Lobbies where I get mine, in the paint section when they have oil paints and acrylic paints. And if there's a choice, you want to get the one for oil paints. It's what you want to put on the wood of your guitar. Help keep the life of it up and running. It's all cleaned up and oiled up. And what this does, guys, you let it soak in. And well, first of all, not only it cleans a little bit, it also helps that wood to remain supple and not become brittle. That's what you don't want on a fretboard. And so if you see a rosewood that's got a lot like little hairline cracks in it, like little bitty wrinkle-like looking things, well, it's because, it's not because that's the way it's made. It's because the fretboard went dry on them. And in one more second, we'll get that saddle off this guitar and put some linseed oil on his bridge. Keep that in good shape as well. And it's got a nice bridge, nice little guitar, good colors, I think. I haven't seen this model before today. And what we're going to do, guys, is a pretty quick setup on this. And when you have an acoustic electric like this one, you can't get really sloppy with this oil. You got to be really, sparse with it. You can't just soak it down into the holes. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get there and get it on the pickups and create a problem. So, just a nice little sweep of it, right? Done. Okay, that's all it takes. Right? That's it. So, now that the linseed oil job's been done to it, it's time to get to the strings. Well, we'll get this oil a chance to set up, soak into the guitar and do its thing. In the meantime, we'll take a look at it on the inside as well. I've got this nice, really bright light. And see if there's anything going on inside of it. Well, there's your acoustic, your electric setup. There's your serial number, model, all that kind of good stuff. Looks like a pretty well-made guitar. The struts on it are nice, nicely done, nicely designed. This is a Ibanez Artist Edition, at least what they call it. So I haven't heard it played much, but we'll get playing as soon as that oil sets up on it, and go from there, right? And one thing else I want to make sure y'all know, what we do here on a setup, we not only clean up the nut, we also clean and polish the frets up, do any type of simple adjustments on the saddle and the bridge. Doesn't require any, any type of actual work to it. Just set it up, make sure it's okay, make recommendations if it's not okay. But we don't shave and we don't work on saddles of bridges. Sorry, don't work on saddles on acoustics as part of the setup. It's not part of the job. That just doesn't work. I'll get over there and put that in there later. Anyway. Nice little guitar, nice, and it's really soaking up. You can't see it very well, but it is soaking up this oil like crazy. Which means it's not been done in a while, or never done. Usually when you got guitars like this, somebody's playing, they've never actually used linseed oil on their guitar. Usually the worst they'll use is lemon pledge. And what I keep telling people is don't use lemon pledge. It's got citric acid in it from those lemons. And it does your board no good because that citric acid breaks down wood fibers. So it's like, you think that's the last thing people want to put on their guitar is something that's going to actually eat away at the wood on their fretboard. Now, as far as cleaning the body of it, that's fine. No problems. Right? No problems there at all. Okay, here's what he's going with. Some Fenders, right? Acoustics. 13 to 56. So you're replacing what he had, right? I'm sorry, replacing the gauge he had before. Now we're going to do a little rub down, rub a dub, getting excess oil off the guitar, and really rub that into it so that will stay a while with it. this video should be pretty fast. That's all he really wants is set guitar set up, tuned up, and check the electronics on it just to be sure they're doing okay. Which, you know, on this, what we do, we check the batteries on them, make sure there's no issue with the battery socket or the battery holder. And we definitely have to do a job on the tuner, so every one of them seems are, well, yeah, every one of these are very, very loose. So we have to get those all tightened back up to spec. Let's do this. Okay, so we're going to cut away while I get the tools to get on that headboard and get those tightened up and show you what we're doing there. So hang in there, guys. Well, we got the right tool for the job here. This is one of those push through type of wrenches that you can pick up just about anywhere. And I don't really tighten down on these things a lot. I just tighten down enough to keep them in place. And I guess, I don't know how much past finger tie I'd call that, but maybe half a twist past, you know, real good finger tight, but definitely not to where you hear a creak or anything. You see this? Yes, you can. That's still on there very loosely. About like that. Okay? No rattling from the washer, no movement from the head itself. So let's get this next one. That one's already on there. This is loose, that's loose, that's loose. They're all loose on this side, so we'll go ahead and get those tightened up. That's plenty on that. Oh, let me stubborn, huh? Plenty on that. Plenty on that one. Alright, so we have loose posts, but the nuts are now not loose as well. And the turner's not as bad either. The keys. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to put this set on there for him. Remind everybody. He said he likes these. Well, I don't know. These are new to him. He's going to try these out. Of course, I recommend Ernie Ball Earthwoods. They're a lot more expensive, but they do a great job and they last a lot longer than most strings I've played. And most of the guys that let me work on the guitars, you know, use those. Okay, let's see what we got here. It's all done. So hang in there, guys, while you get this strung up. All right, we got a little bit of issue here. After I was tightening those up, I noticed there's some schmutz on the head itself. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some polish and hit the rest of the guitar with it too before I string it up. That way I can get underneath those strings real well and settle that issue now. You know, let this soak in for just a little bit, and then you come back and you rub real hard. But it doesn't take a lot, just a, you know, a few squirts here and there. We'll get this thing all cleaned up for Carl. Nice and clean. And polished. And look at that. It does an excellent job, guys. You know, off those heads. Get those nice and polished back up again. Of course, I'll have to do that after I finish tuning it. But I always wash and clean my hands after taking off a set of strings. That's where I went. Any kind of stuff off there in case they get stuck. That's a smart thing to do when working on other people's guitars, because you never know, you know. I've already read some of the disgusting stuff that some researcher did when they went to one of the researchers went to a well-known guitar chain and took some samplings of the strings. And the nasty stuff he came back with, on those tests, ew. Of course it's in minuscule amounts, but still, who wants to have that on them? When it belongs to somebody else, it's like pretty disgusting. Anyway, you can Google that and find out what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk about it on my channel, but wow, this thing is coming out really nice, guys, with polish. It is cleaning this up where it should be and really putting a shine on her. Yes. Of course, it's a pretty new guitar. And it looks like he takes pretty good care of her. Anyway, okay. And we'll put another polish to this before we let him have it back. Get all our fingerprints off it. Anything we leave behind. Wow. I'll show this in a second once I finish doing it up. I don't have a light down here, guys, so I can't really see if I'm getting all of it. Like I said, before we get this back to him, we'll do it again. And do the sides and the back as well, get it all cleaned up. We do that on all setups, make sure they have a nice, clean, shiny guitar to come back to. Nice and shiny. There's a few spots that need to still buff out, but anyway, nice, shiny, and clean again. And when it's strung up and done, we'll give him a holler, have him come play it and test it, see what he thinks. So we're back to the head. We're going to string this thing up and show you how that's done. Very, very simple. You just put your peg in, push it down tight, pull that string against it real hard, and you bring your lead through on a straight through peg, if I can find the hole on these little things. It's the light I have to have for the camera just absolutely blinds you sometimes to try to see things. Wow. That is tight on that. A lot of relief. Okay, here we go. So, I'm going to put about 1.5 on this one. Because that's what was on before. Maybe that's what he prefers. I'm not sure, but take it right about here. Right? Bring it back. Wrap it around once. Okay. And hit it with the gun, making sure to keep that string down below the rest of it, all the coils that take place. And as it tightens up, there's some popping or some little bit of groaning, but not much. There we go. These colors are a little different than the other strings I use. The bobbin colors are different, so I gotta make sure I grab the right gauge. I mean, those, no, they're a little different, not much. Okay. Alright, we're going for number 2 here. I gotta make sure you get the right pegs, because his are just like another guitar I'm working on. And we don't want to switch those around, get that confused. All right, I'm going to go ahead and clip these whiskers off here, leaving about the same he left on his. So any problem with those today? Because I was putting on, I was setting up a guitar yesterday and had all kinds of problems, fumbling around, busting around. It's like, wow, what's wrong with my hands today? I got a little zap from a tube amp the day before. Not paying close enough attention. Trying to set up a Fender Super Reverb and take care of it and look at it over, and I got whacked. Okay, here we go. Back a little, wrap it around the top, bring this little jewel tool here, this gun. Come on, baby, let me fit in there. Alright, get it started. Wow. That is really crummy that would happen. Okay, where am I here? I'm on the silver. Let's just be sure, guys. Either the silver or the green. And it's the silver. Okay. Ah, jeez. About twice around. There we go. All right. Okay. All right, let's put them in. Push that down. Nice and tight. And if you can see this or not, yeah, you can see a bit of it. Just through the tuner. Okay, go about halfway up like this. Wrap it back around. Probably wrap it around this way. Wrong way. Okay, here we go. I can do this upside down and backwards. Nope, I can't. Alright, there's two around. I got that one. Okay, there's that string. Let's get the rest of these knocked out. Put this to tune, see what happens with that. If I actually keep it in tune. That's the E string. This is the B, okay. Alright, I need our dark beige peg. That's right there. In she goes, down she goes. And it becomes, okay. Let's get this straightened out. See the hole? And on these unwound strings, you don't need as much lead to, bring it back and wrap it. It's not necessary because you'll go around twice or three times easy with these things. Hold this tight. So about, the width of a distance between the peg, the poles themselves, the posts on the tuners, that distance is more than enough. Let's just do the rest by hand. I keep saying on these videos, one of these days I'm actually be putting on a set of strings and by accident tune one of them up perfect pitch before it goes out again. Just with this little gadget here, this little monster here. Okay, here we go. And a bunch more videos are coming, guys. It's just that I'm trying to get the guitars and the amps and all the other good stuff finished as fast as I can before the holidays. But I'm not going to rush anything and do a bad job on it. That's first and foremost, do a good job. And I won't be hanging parts on the guitar or amp or organ just to say it's finished, without finding out what the actual culprit is, what's actually broken on it, and go from the fixes with that direction. Okay, last string coming in. And let's that down bent and tight. Take about the length of the distance between the two tuners, wrap it around, pull that tight. It's always the E string gives you a little bit of trouble, guys, trying to keep that thing wrapped tight without spinning it back out again, like this one's trying to do. Stay in there, you little devil. And you gotta keep it below your wraps so it'll pull tight on the one above. That's what keeps this thing in tune properly and keeps it from coming out of the hole. Just when you go on lower tuning, if you don't tune it or you don't put them on as many loops as I do. But most of these guitars I put 2 on there. At least a minimum of 2, especially on the braided. Alright. Ooh, that sounds really good. Okay, guys, we're going to cut away again and put the old tuner on here. Get this whisker off here first. And go from there. But I want these videos to look, good. And have a chance for y'all to see what I'm doing here with these works, these tune-ups and setups and repairs. But sometimes it's just not easy. My camera's been giving me fits lately, as y'all know. And, excuse me, the weather's not been real cooperative either. So hang in there, guys. Let's get this thing to tune. Wow, that one's not even there yet. That was awful sounding. Nope, not even close. Alright, now for the hard to reach ones, of course. Oops. Wow. It's not fun to have to reach across this thing and to tune it upside down. It drives me nuts, but y'all say show me everything. Wow, that's really bad. All right. E string's the last one, guys. Hang in there. Okay, well, we got tuned up to pitch, and we want to let it sit for a while in the stand and let the strings do their thing. And we come back, we play it for you. Well, this is Carl's guitar. It's a nice little Ibanez Artist Edition, and Just got it strung up and tuned up. It's still going in and out a bit, but not all quite yet, so. Yeah, it is. Nice little guitar, guys, nice. So, we'll put this back in Carl's hands when he comes to pick it up and have it all cleaned up and tuned very well. Get the stretch out of there. And next step is to check his tuner and make sure there's no issues with the battery. So hang in there, guys. Okay, guys, I just finished setting up Carl's guitar, and what do you think?
I think it's great.
Let's hear his voice. Let's hear it play it some.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, go ahead. That'll do it. What do you think, then? Got it set up for you pretty good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, well, guys, any questions, give me a holler. Dave in Texas. Bye.
Good. Yeah.